Vikas, we may go for the video now.
Participants, or we can start.
We are good to go, Vikas. We can start.
All right. So I think we have enough number of participants with us. Very good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Amity University, Jaipur, I would like to welcome all the attendees, all the esteemed guest speakers on today's webinar named Blogging and Content Writing, a Youthful Influencing. Um, Today, every other organization is well aware about the importance of digital marketing. And if not, then in this pandemic, they must have realized so. So blogging and content writing is a very important and growing part of digital marketing. To discuss further on this topic, today we have our guest speakers with us. I would like to welcome Mr. Paramveer Singh Sandhu sir and Mr. Jitendra Patel sir. Welcome sir. Welcome sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I would like to start with the introduction of both the speakers. Mr. Paramveer sir is an experienced digital marketing trainer, consultant, and a Google certified professional. Mr. Paramveer sir is a physics teacher turned into a digital marketer. Sir, definitely we would like to hear that story from you later. And he's also a founder of Cubus Training and Cubus Technosis. He's got a very vast experience in setting up blogs, YouTube channel, building brand strategies, etc. As a trainer, he has trained thousands of students to grow in digital marketing. His agency helped him hundreds of businesses to establish a strong online presence. Some of his achievements are he's a YouTube silver button achiever. He's got 3.5 million Quora views, 15,000 plus Instagram family, and generated a sales of 1 crore for a client in just 1 month. I think this is really amazing, sir. Thank you so much for joining with us today, sir.
Thank you.
The other speakers we have with us today, Mr. Jitendra Patel, sir. Welcome, sir. He's an enthusiastic Hindi vlogger and a passionate academician. He's got about 9-year plus experience in academics and 2-year experience in the industry. He is presently working with Prestige Institute of Management and Research. He teaches digital marketing and other marketing subjects. And he's a Hindi vlogger having more than 40 blogs to his credit. A few of his articles has also got published in Hindi newspaper such as Patrika. Being a teacher and a counselor by profession, he writes majorly on motivation, inspiration, management, and on spirituality. So he considers himself as a keen observer and share his experience in the blogs. Thank you so much, sir, for joining with us today.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I would like to start with Paramveer sir. Sir, your opening words, on the topic that we're having today. Also, your journey from being a physics teacher and turned into a digital marketer, sir.
Thank you, Vikas. First of all, thank you, Amity and all the team to invite us to express our words and our experience, share our experience with you people. And first of all, the blogging and the topic of this content marketing, if I'll say that, because this is a huge, big industry and it's growing at a very rapid pace. The first of all, the thing is we'll have to understand by increasing with the increase of this penetration of internet and after this COVID situation, the importance of digital marketing has increased a lot. And digital marketing is based upon communication. And communication is kind of content. Means अगर मेरे को कोई भी चीज़ सेल करनी है, प्रोडक्ट सेल करना है, प्रमोट करना है, I'll have to communicate. कम्युनिकेशन के लिए मेरे को वर्ड्स चाहिए, मुझे कंटेंट चाहिए, मेरे को विजुअल्स चाहिए. जो भी मेरा मार्केटिंग का बेस होगा, वेदर इट इज एसईओ पार्ट, वेदर इट इज सोशल मीडिया मार्केटिंग और वेदर इट इज ईमेल मार्केटिंग, एनी पार्ट ऑफ मार्केटिंग इज बेस्ड ऑन कंटेंट. और कंटेंट को प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए हमें रिक्वायर्ड है ऐसी मैन पावर की जो कि कंटेंट को मार्केटेबल लेवल पर प्रोड्यूस कर सके, सो दैट द इंक्रीज ऑफ कंजम्पशन ऑफ कंटेंट इज एक्चुअली टू फास्ट अगर मैं बात करूं कि हम सबसे ज़्यादा मॉर्निंग से इवनिंग तक जो चीज़ कंज्यूम करते हैं आफ्टर ऑक्सीजन इज कंटेंट। वेदर मॉर्निंग में आप न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ते हो या फिर सोशल मीडिया के ऊपर टाइम स्पेंड करते हो, सॉन्ग सुनते हो, न्यूज़ आप अपने फ्रेंड से गॉसिप करते हो, स्टोरी सुनते हो, मूवीज़ देखते हो, वट एवर यू आर डूइंग, वट एवर यू आर लर्निंग, एक्चुअली यू आर कंज्यूमिंग कंटेंट। इसका मतलब अगर मैं फूड से भी ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट बात करूँ तो अभी हमारे पास में कंटेंट है। तो कंटेंट का प्रोडक्शन और पेनिट्रेशन बढ़ रहा है तेजी से बिकॉज ऑफ दीज प्लेटफॉर्म्स जो कि पेनिट्रेट हो रहे हैं इंटरनेट के कारण। और सबसे अच्छी बात जो है वो ये है कि कंटेंट के लिए कंटेंट इज काइंड ऑफ मीन्स मोड ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन। तो लैंग्वेज प्रोफिशिएंसीज अगर किसी के पास में स्पेसिफिक फील्ड में नहीं भी है, से फॉर एग्जांपल मेरे को इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज अगर मेरे को बहुत मास्टरी नहीं है, इवन दो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस पेनिट्रेशन ऑफ 4G एंड 5G आपका बी लेवल सिटीज एंड स्मॉल टाउन्स एंड विलेजेस में भी आपका कंटेंट कंज्यूम हो रहा है। और वहाँ पर सबसे ज़्यादा डिमांड जो इंक्रीज हो रही है वो हो रही है आपकी रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस की। इसका मतलब अगर मैं इसको वाइडर व्यू में देखता हूँ तो ब्लॉगिंग और डिजिटल मार्केटिंग इसके अलावा भी कंटेंट की रिक्वायरमेंट बहुत जगह अवेलेबल है। एंड अच्छी बात यह है कि ये अपॉर्चुनिटी, ये पूरा का पूरा जो फील्ड है वो भी वर्जिन है, मतलब यहाँ पर इतना ज़्यादा कंपटीशन नहीं अवेलेबल है। तो हमारे पास में अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ बहुत सारी हैं, अनलिमिटेड अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ है। एंड लास्ट वन थिंग इज़ कि क्योंकि हम लोगों को इस फील्ड में एंट्री करने के लिए किसी फिजिकल अवेलेबिलिटी की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है, कोई फिजिकल बाउंड्रीज नहीं है, तो द होल वर्ल्ड इज़ आवर कस्टमर, होल वर्ल्ड इज़ आवर क्लाइंट। तो कंटेंट का जो स्कोप है, ब्लॉगिंग का स्कोप है, वो आने वाले भी टाइम में बहुत तेज़ी से इंक्रीज होने वाला है। और विकास अगर मैं बात करूं कि हाउ आई टर्न इनटू, ब्रीफली फटाफट से बता कर कि हम फिजिक्स से मैं किस तरीके से इस फील्ड में आ गया। इट्स अराउंड 10 years बैक जब मैं फिजिक्स में कंपटीशन टीचिंग किया करता था तो मेरे को ये फील होता था कि बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे हैं जिनके पास में क्वालिटी एजुकेशन एक्चुअली नहीं पहुंच पाती है। तो क्यों ना इसको डिजिटाइज किया जाए। ये टाइम है जिस समय हम लोग खुद इंटरनेट को हम साइबर कैफे से एक्सेस किया करते थे और मुझे लगता था रिकॉर्डेड कंटेंट को हम लोग विदाउट एनी फिजिकल इंटरवेंशन हम लोग सैटेलाइट चैनल्स के थ्रू ले जा सकते हैं। अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो मेरा प्रोजेक्ट काम नहीं किया, बट मैं फिजिक्स से डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में आ गया। जब मुझे यहाँ मालूम चला कि मैं कितना ही अच्छा प्रोडक्ट बना लूँ, कितनी भी अच्छी वेबसाइट बना लूँ, कुछ भी मैं कंटेंट प्रोड्यूस कर लूँ, लेकिन अगर वो कंटेंट लोगों तक नहीं पहुँच पाएगा तो दैट इज़ वेस्ट। तो वहाँ से रिक्वायरमेंट हुई कि किस तरीके से मैं रीच आउट कर सकूं जिससे मेरा इंटरेस्ट डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में आया। उस समय सोशल मीडिया इतना ज़्यादा पॉपुलर नहीं था। उस समय मेन फोकस हमारा जो मेजर ट्रैफिक का होता था वो होता था सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन, एसईओ जिसको बोलते हैं। तो आई वर्कड अ लॉट ऑन एसईओ। अब जब मैंने इनिशियल एंट्री किया तो दैट वाज डीमोटिवेटिंग फॉर अस, क्योंकि हमारे पास में किसी भी तरह के ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूशंस नहीं थे, कोर्सेज नहीं थे जो कि आपको डिजिटल मार्केटिंग सिखा सकें। तो हमें सारी चीज़ें खुद प्रैक्टिकल करके एक्सपेरिमेंट करके सीखनी पड़ती थी। और डिस्कशन फॉरम्स पे हम जो फॉरेन ऑथर्स होते हैं या फॉरेन के ग्रुप्स होते थे, वहाँ डिस्कशन फॉरम्स पे जाके क्वेश्चन रेज करते थे, फिर 2-2 दिन 3-3 दिन वेट करते थे, उसका आंसर आता था, फिर एक्सपेरिमेंट करते थे। दिस वॉज काइंड ऑफ होल जर्नी ऑफ लर्निंग। मतलब मैं ये बोलूँ कि मुझे कंफर्टेबल होने में 2 years लग गए कि ये डिसाइड करने में कि मेरे को डिजिटल मार्केटिंग को एज ए फुल टाइम करियर लेके चलना है। और टर्निंग पॉइंट आया वो दिन जब मैंने मैंने क्योंकि एक्सपेरिमेंट्स करने के लिए आई स्टार्टेड ब्लॉग्स, यूट्यूब चैनल्स, और मुझे लगा कि यार मैं फिजिक्स में हूँ, फिजिक्स इज काइंड ऑफ गुड अर्निंग सोर्स, ठीक है, और मैंने उसको छोड़ के यहाँ पर आ गया तो मुझे लगा कि आई शुड क्विट। लेकिन जब मैंने ये डिसीजन लिया क्विट करूंगा तो एडसेंस अगर आप लोग जानते हो तो एडसेंस के थ्रू मेरे को फर्स्ट चेक आया $100 का। बहुत बड़ा अमाउंट नहीं था, $100 का चेक था, लेकिन वो चेक वाज काइंड ऑफ मोटिवेटिंग फैक्टर फॉर मी कि यस कुछ तो रूम है, कुछ तो किया जा सकता है, ठीक है। एंड सेकंड थिंग, सबसे जो मेजर चीज़ थी जो मुझे यहाँ अट्रैक्ट की, क्योंकि बिकॉज मुझे मार्केटिंग पसंद थी लेकिन मैं इंट्रोवर्ट पर्सनैलिटी था, मतलब मिसमैच, इट्स काइंड ऑफ मिसमैच। अगर आप मार्केटिंग होते हो आप यू शुड बी एक्सट्रोवर्ट माना जाता है, लेकिन मैं इंट्रोवर्ट पर्सनैलिटी था। लेकिन डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म में अच्छी बात ये थी कि मैं यहाँ पर बिना लोगों से बात किए भी बहुत सारे लोगों से कनेक्ट करने की अपॉर्चुनिटी मेरे को यहाँ पर मिली। एंड दिस वाज ऑल दिस शॉर्ट स्टोरी जिसमें मैं डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में पूरी तरह आ गया। और उसके बाद में व्हेन वी डिग्ड इनटू इनसाइड तो बहुत सारी न्यू अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिली। तो आई गॉट अपॉर्चुनिटी टू वर्क विद द ब्रांड्स ऑल्सो, क्योंकि जब हमने जो चीज़ अपने लिए की वही जब हमारे अराउंड लोग पूछने लगे तो हमें उनको सर्विसेज देना शुरू किया। तो ये एक शॉर्ट सी स्टोरी थी और स्टिल वी आर लर्निंग और वो अभी भी आगे चलता रहेगा.
Thank you so much, sir. Jitendra sir, we would like to hear from you your opening words, or also sir about your journey, because you're a Hindi vlogger, right? So थोड़ा journey में difference होगा. So आपसे सुनना चाहेंगे sir, बिल्कुल.
Okay. So to begin with, this is a very relevant topic which we are talking about today, blogging and content writing. I second the thought of every word which my fellow speaker has said. First of all, to begin with, I'd like to thank Amity University for calling me. I'd like to thank Monesh ji and whole team. I'd like to thank Vikas for coordinating this event, as well as I give my good regards to my fellow panelist, Paramveer sir. I have heard your journey and it was a very great learning experience for me also. Now coming to this topic of content writing and blogging. The first thing which I think that blogs are more authentic than any other sources of communications which we basically do. So whenever, like for an example, if I am as a customer, I am in a journey of buying anything. So I just go for an authentic source, and blogs in that case are very authentic sources. So blogs are something through which we can connect more authentically and more credibility with the person. Second is, as sir has said, that now you don't need any publishers to basically go for a physical publication to share your thoughts with, or to share the things with people. So this is one thing which is there. So blogging gives you that opportunity to reach out to a wider panorama of the people without actually going to a publisher or a physical medium. So this is also, and when you become slightly famous, so they also basically takes your things into account. They ask you, and this also makes you a particular expert in a niche area where you are blogging. The second thing is content writing. As sir has said that there are majority of local firms which are now working. So there might be a firm which might be needing a content in Bengali. It is a firm maybe working in Calcutta or any other places. So they might be needing content in Bengali. So where there the blogger basically comes in, and there the content writer basically comes in, who can provide them in the local language. I also like to extend this because blogging also gives you an international exposure. So whenever you share your blogs in different blogging communities, different forums, discussion forums, so it gives you an international exposure also. Like you have some blogger friends might be sitting in Nigeria who is reading your blog. There are translators which are available through which any other blogs can be translated into the language which they understand and which they basically do. So it gives you a lot of international exposures also. So this is also one thing, and this is a very growing area. If you have an interest, and if you are an avid reader, and if you have any thought to express on any particular topic, blogging and content writing is a very relevant area. As far as my journey is concerned, this is something which also basically I have a similar journey because I do read a lot of things, and I have to express my thing. And being a teacher, I get a full house of students to basically say the things to. But I think that these things can also be communicated to a wider panorama of the people, wherein I have started blogging. For Hindi blogging, yes, I can say that yes, because Hindi is our mother tongue, and it is one of the national recognized language which give us to reach to majority of people, as well as in Hindi, whenever I write, so majority of times our discussions may not be with very intellectual people. So our thought process may go on Hindi, and because I write on majority of observations, even my blog name, the channel of my blog name is Pratibimb, which is whatever I observe, I basically reflect it on. So this is something where I have started writing in Hindi, and it gives me a wider connect to people of all ages, not just with youth, but for the ages, for the people of various age groups, and being in a Hindi heartland, and being one of the major language which is being spoken. So this has given me a wider panorama of to reach to the people. That is why I have started Hindi blogging, as well as sir has also talked about a specific area where you need to write. So Hindi is a niche where there is a bit less competition as compared to English blogging, because majority of English bloggers are there. So this is also one reason wherein if you can write in Hindi, but then again, I also second the thought of that you have to have a good hold on a language, maybe, but you should write something which is presentable to the audience because that is something which is very important. So this is all from my side. I have been an academician by passion always, so I read a lot, and now I have started my blogging journey, and now I have got a wider audience to reach to, and as Sarah said, that I am also still learning, and I will just stand up my saying by this famous line by Robert Frost that woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, but miles to go before I sleep. So everyone in any journey of their life or any passion which they follow, there is always miles to go before basically we need to stop, and we need to get an recognition. So this is something which is very important. Okay.
Thank you so much for the introduction and talking about your journey, sir. Before moving further, I would like to request all the attendees to drop down your queries on the chat box, because in last 15 minutes we're going to take all the questions one by one.
Vikas, I'm really sorry to interrupt you here.
All right.
But it is my sole responsibility to mention each and everything here, as I am a link between Jiten sir, Paramveer sir, you and MAT for this session. So again, it is my responsibility to tell each and everyone, the attendees, the panelists who are in this session, that somehow this session has become multidimensional in terms of digital marketing. Those students who are from Prestige Institute Indore, those students who are from MAT, those students who are from other areas of or Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, we have 3 speakers here in this session. One is from Hindi blogging. Second is from Hindi blogging, we have Jiten sir. Second, Paramveer sir, who is basically consulting with industries in terms of SEO, content writing, blogging. And we have moderator Vikas Rawat also, who has a good hand in digital marketing, especially social media activities. So students, please ask your queries after the session, the time allotted to you for the Q&A section. We would be happy to answer you. And as I can see in the participants list, we have participants from all over the India right now, and the number of participants attendees is intact now. So this session is going great. Thanks a lot, Vikas. You may carry.
All right. So moving on, years ago, content writing as a career was not something people would consider as a mainstream option for their career. Even our education system, even our Indian education system, very lately recognized it as an educational course. But now the world has changed. There are career options available. Paramveer sir, my question is as a 12th class student, as a college going student, as a working professional, how one should start? Like, what are the basics of getting into the blogging and content writing? Paramveer sir.
Yeah. Vikas, if we want to get into this content writing field, one thing, it doesn't matter what background you have, what educational background you have, it all means completely required is कि आप किस field में writing करना चाह रहे हो. So you'll have to first explore and get some knowledge of this. Second thing, you'll have to be comfortable in basic writing skills. बेसिक राइटिंग स्किल्स मतलब कि आपका ग्रामेटिकल एंड आपकी कंपोजिशंस स्ट्रक्चरिंग वो प्रॉपर होनी चाहिए, बिकॉज ऑफ व्हेन वी स्टार्ट राइटिंग वी थिंक ऑफ, ज़्यादातर अभी जो हम लोग देख रहे हैं मैक्सिमम जो ऑडियंस है राइटर्स हैं जो इस फील्ड में एंटर करना चाह रहे हैं, दे थिंक ऑफ कि कंपोजिशन एंड ग्रामेटिकल मिस्टेक्स तो टूल्स ठीक कर देते हैं, तो मेरे को उसकी ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. ठीक है. एंड उसका रीज़न क्या होता है, उसके बाद आपकी जो इफेक्टिव राइटिंग स्किल्स है वो आपकी बेसिकली डिक्लाइन होना शुरू हो जाती है, और आपका मोर फोकस जो रहता है वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ कंटेंट एग्रीगेशन पर रह जाता है. क्योंकि देखिए कंटेंट राइटिंग के फॉर्मेट्स बहुत सारे हैं, अलग अलग फॉर्मेट्स हैं, जिसमें सबसे सिंपलेस्ट तरीका है चीज़ है वो है वेब राइटिंग. ठीक है, वेब कंटेंट राइटिंग. मुझे वेबसाइट्स के लिए कंटेंट लिखना होता है, ब्लॉग्स के लिए कंटेंट लिखना होता है, तो जनरली हम लोग ये सोचते हैं कि कंटेंट को जो फर्स्ट टाइम एंटर करता है वो सोचते हैं कि मुझे कंटेंट को सिर्फ एग्रीगेट करना है. राइट. कंटेंट राइटिंग फॉर राइटिंग अ बुक इज डिफरेंट, राइटिंग फॉर अ न्यूज़ इज डिफरेंट, फॉर एकेडमिक्स इट्स डिफरेंट, इट्स कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट आइडियाज़. लेकिन अगर मैं देखूं सबसे ज़्यादा इस समय मार्केट में जो डिमांड है वो है वेब कंटेंट राइटिंग की, जिसका जो हमारा टॉपिक भी है ब्लॉगिंग का टॉपिक है, बिकॉज बिजनेसेस को स्केल करने के लिए मेरा अगर मुझे प्रोडक्ट सेल करना है तो मेरे पास में बहुत लिमिटेड ऑडियंस है, मेरे पास में बहुत बड़ा ऑडियंस बेस नहीं होता जो कि मेरे प्रोडक्ट को परचेज करने की स्टेज पर होता, परचेजिंग स्टेज पर नहीं होता। हम इसको कंटेंट फनलिंग बोलते हैं। तो मुझे अगर स्केल करना है, बहुत सारे ऑडियंस तक पहुंचना है, तो मुझे एजुकेट करना पड़ेगा, उनको एंगेज करना पड़ेगा, और उसके लिए मेरे को हाई क्वालिटी कंटेंट प्रोड्यूस करना पड़ेगा। तो अगर मैं एज ए कंटेंट राइटर अपना करियर स्टार्ट करना चाहता हूँ, तो इन दैट केस मुझे सबसे पहले तो बेसिक स्किल्स पे काम करना पड़ेगा, किसी नीश को डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा। आई कैन नॉट बी राइटर फॉर मेडिकल, आई कैन नॉट बी राइटर साइमल्टेनियसली फॉर से डिजिटल मार्केटिंग, फॉर टेक्निकल राइटिंग ऑल्सो, क्योंकि ज्यादातर लोग इनिशिएट करते हैं, वो इसी तरीके से इनिशिएट करते हैं कि मुझे जो भी मिलेगा मैं लिखूंगा, और लिखने के लिए वो ज्यादातर सिंपली एग्रीगेशन पे काम करते हैं, वो कंटेंट राइटिंग पे काम नहीं करते। तो फर्स्ट थिंग इज दिस। सेकेंड, आपको शुरुआत करने का सबसे अच्छा तरीका है स्टार्ट योर ओन ब्लॉग, बिकॉज इट कॉस्ट नथिंग।
It could be anything, like,
It can be anything.
we have all the students, like, who are from different background. Someone is from communication department, someone is from architecture department, someone is from BTech science, so you have all the streams, like, यहाँ पे students सारे streams के हैं. So I think we should have a, like, एक initiate होना चाहिए for a personal blogging, I guess.
या डेफिनेटली एक पर्टिकुलर नीश होने से आपने को एडवांटेज ये रहता है कि हमारा जो क्वालिटी कंटेंट जिसको बोल रहे हैं, लाइक अगर इसको ऐसे समझे, कंटेंट राइटिंग इज एक्चुअली डिलीवरिंग सम नॉलेज, सम इंफॉर्मेशन, सम एक्सपीरियंस यू आर हैविंग. इट्स नॉट अबाउट जस्ट collecting the words and writing blah blah blah. And that's a major gap in this industry right now is. अभी ज्यादातर अगर मैं 100 कंटेंट राइटर्स को उठाकर अगर उनको इवैल्यूएट करूंगा उनके कंटेंट को, दे माइट बी गुड एट राइटिंग पार्ट, मींस हो सकता है उनकी ग्रामेटिकल मिस्टेक्स नहीं है, कंपोजिशंस नहीं है, टूल से उसको चेक करो वो फिक्स कर देते हैं, द कॉन्टेक्स्ट नहीं है. देयर इज वन डिफरेंट थिंग इज कंटेंट एंड कॉन्टेक्स्ट. अगर मेरा कॉन्टेक्स्ट राइट नहीं है, मेरा कंटेंट वर्क नहीं करेगा. आफ्टर रीडिंग दैट कंटेंट, अगर यूजर को समझ में ही नहीं आया कि आप क्या बोलना चाह रहे थे, या वो कन्विंस नहीं हुआ, तो वो मेरे किसी काम का नहीं है. और जब मैं मार्केटिंग के पार्ट में आता हूं, तो दो तरीके के हम कंटेंट बोलते हैं, दो तरीके का कंटेंट हम डिफाइन कर सकते हैं. वन इज यूजर सेंट्रिक कंटेंट, सेकंड इज इंडस्ट्री सेंट्रिक कंटेंट. तो जब मैं इंडस्ट्री सेंट्रिक कंटेंट लिखता हूं, तो एक्चुअली आई एम राइटिंग यूजर मैनुअल्स ओनली. और जब मैं यूजर सेंट्रिक कंटेंट लिखता हूं, तो इसमें आई एम एड्रेसिंग देयर प्रॉब्लम्स और मैं उनको कन्विंस कर रहा हूं. एज ए कंटेंट राइटर आई हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इट कि माय गोल इज नॉट टू राइट मैनुअल्स, माय गोल इज एक्चुअली कन्विंस यूजर्स. तो मेरे को क्या करना है, अगर मुझे करियर स्टार्ट करना है, तो आई एडवाइज स्टार्ट एनी वन निश से आप अपना एक ब्लॉग स्टार्ट कीजिए. एंड साथ साथ में अगर आप रीच आउट करना चाहते हैं ऑडियंसेस को, बेसिक एसईओ स्किल्स को डेवलप कीजिए. When you have them basic SEO skills, तो आप रीच आउट कर पाएंगे, ऑर्गेनिकली आपका कंटेंट परफॉर्म करेगा, और साथ साथ में आपके पास में ऑडियंस से आपकी परफॉर्मेंस पता चलेगी आपके कंटेंट की. अगर मैं इसको करियर की तरह बिल्डअप करना चाहता हूं, तो अच्छी बात यह है कि अगर आप देयर आर सर्टेन सर्टिफिकेशंस इन राइटिंग ऑनलाइन जो कि कंप्लीटली फ्री अवेलेबल हैं, एग्जाम्स अवेलेबल हैं, इंटरनेशनल इवन बीबीसी जैसे प्लेटफॉर्म्स के ऊपर आपके पास में एग्जाम्स अवेलेबल हैं, जहां से आप सर्टिफिकेशंस कर सकते हैं टू इवैल्यूएट योर ओन स्किल्स. एंड सेकेंड स्टेज पर आप फ्रीलांसिंग में एंटर कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज कंटेंट राइटिंग में फ्रीलांसिंग अपॉर्चुनिटीज अनलिमिटेड है. मतलब अगर मैं डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में पूछूं, आप मुझसे पूछो कि किस प्रोफाइल की जॉब रिक्वायरमेंट सबसे ज्यादा है, वो है कंटेंट राइटिंग. अगर सबसे ज्यादा रिक्वायरमेंट है तो कंटेंट राइटिंग है, तो उस केस में मैं फ्रीलांसिंग से मेरा करियर स्टार्ट कर सकता हूँ.
Alright.
फाइन.
Alright, sir. So we'll talk about career opportunity a little later. It's a very vast thing, or every students want to know कि क्या क्या career opportunities हैं आगे. Moving on further, Jitendra sir, my question is, like, we all know that quality and quantity both are important, right? But there is a huge debate, which is more important. Should we go for a single high quality blog post or a bunch of shorter lower post, right, sir? So what are your various suggestions for the quality blogging? Can you please throw some light on this?
Yeah. So I will just start by what sir has said, that bringing a niche is very important. And
Right.
for further, I will share my slide wherein I will share some of my thoughts on content writing as well as how to do an effective blogging. So I will just say that you must start slow. Starting slow means I've seen people who have started writing blogs. They write 6 or 7 blogs and then they stop. Why? Because they don't have any idea any further, or they don't find any relevant content in them. So you must start slow. You must start writing. First, have a repository of blogs, then publish them. Okay. So then I have also seen majority of youth, they take these paid sites like WordPress, Wix, and all other things. And then when I interact with them, that when is the time you have written your last blog? So they say it is 1 year, last 1 year I have not written anything. So this is this is something where you are basically, you have just run a first phase of a race very fast, but then you have totally stopped. So this is one thing which is there. You start writing bloggers in your name, in your profile, but just by writing 3 or 4 blogs. So this is something wherein you are not getting an authenticity of being a blogger. Like in my case, I have started writing blogger in my name after I have written 30 blogs, and then there are 30 and 40 blogs which are there in the repository. So I know my journey ahead, that within 6 months or within my 1 year is fixed in blogging, whatever content I want to share. So this is something which I want to suggest to everyone. Start slow, always start slow. Start with 1 or 2 blogs. Start with a free channel like Google Blogspot, where I am also the member. This is a free channel. Apart from taking a membership from a paid channel or a paid medium, you can start up with a very slow with a free channel, because as sir has said that you can also start your own blogging. So this is one way of starting slow. And then second is select your niche. This is also very important. You must not write what you feel is nice, what you think that people will think nice. You must write anything which you are good at. Okay, it can be a beauty blog, it can be a sport blog, it can be a blog on entrepreneurship, it can be a blog on spirituality, it can be a blog on motivation. Anything which you write, so you need to select your niche first. Like in my case, my area is spirituality and motivation, because I interact with majority of students. So this is one area where I basically find myself comfortable in. And this is something which is at the first phase of blogging itself, you need to basically identify your area. Read a lot. 10 page of reading or 10 article or 10 different area of reading will lead you to writing just one paragraph. If you want to be an original writer, if you want to be an original blogger, so you need to read a lot. Reading always identify these skills, as well as sir has said that you need to have a basic skills of writing. So reading will always improve these skills of writing. You will never hesitate to use the right word, or you will never fought for a right word to be used in your blog. Particularly Hindi, I have experienced that when I do Hindi blogging, so the word don't come, because we usually use English as our common language for majority of common words. So reading a lot will always improve your habits. Be original. Always try to write a small content, but original content. Do not copy paste it from anywhere. Try to be authentic as possible. Be consistent. This is also very important. Again, I will just share my first thing. Majority of people start writing for 5 or 6 blogs, and then they don't be consistent. Make a plan that in month I will publish 4 or 5 blogs, or in this year I will be in this 6 months I will be writing 30 blogs. So be consistent is also one of the things. Have a repository. This is also very important. See, like in my case, I have 3 phases of repository which I have. So I have 10 ideas written down in my diary on which I want to write on. Okay, in my area itself. Then I have 10 unpublished blogs for me, which I can publish anytime. And I have 10 or 20 blogs which I am working on for increasing my viewership, on commenting on them, on reaching to different people. So, you know, so this is what a repository can do to you. So if you have 10, 20 blogs with you, so you can basically have a big blogging journey ahead. But if you are not have a repository, so you will just end up in 5, 6 blogs, and then the idea finish out, and then you don't have time to write anything. Okay. Staying relevant and timely is also important, like any of the contemporary issues which are going on. Like last of my blog was on reopening of school. Prior to this, I have written on New Year. So this is where you need to stay relevant, because in dynamic world, you know, everything is changing very fast, and with Twitter and all other platforms, every news reaches out anytime, anywhere. So staying relevant is also a key to blogging. It will also help you out in improving your quality score of your site. Okay, remember the time of span. This is also very important. See, whenever we see any video, so we basically try to see those videos which are short in length, okay? And the first 30 seconds of the video is very important. We come to know that is this video is of good use or not to us, okay? Similar is the case with blogging. You must write, the first paragraph should be so attractive that the people will have to go for the whole blog, okay? Otherwise there will be the problem like bounce rates and all other things. So you need to basically try to get the attention of your audience in the first 30 seconds of your blogging, okay? So the first paragraph, start with a story, start with anything interesting before basically going to the core thing, so that the people can engage with you, okay? Be organic, as Sarah said, I am also saying, I'll always try to get organic listing in the site. If you are being consistent, so Google will always come back to you. The crawler of the Google will always come back to you and see that if your site has been updated regularly or not. It will always give you a better SEO reach, and without investing any money on the on different portals or without paying anything to the Google. And this will also help you out in getting an AdSense approval in a longer run, okay? Keep your website very much updated. There are sections in blogging sites like About Us, what area we write in, what type of books we read, what type of movies we watch. So if your website is very updated in these areas, so your quality score will automatically be improved. And as I said, that if there are repository and there are some unpublished blog which you can publish again and again, so you can keep on updating yourself, and then the Google will always list you in their top pages, okay, or the search results. So this will help you out in getting more of organic listing. Join a blogging community. See, sharing the blogs with your friends, sharing the blogs with different groups is quite good, but you might not get a good audience there. So you should always come up with a blogging community. There are a number of blogging community. I am being the member of majority of blogging community, where the fellow bloggers also follows my blogs. I follows their blog. So this gives us a very authentic platform to basically blogs to make us reach to different degrees of audience, maybe internationally also. They always return a favor. If a blogger is writing something for you, or if he is visiting your site, so you also should visit his site, write a comment, and this will always, so this is a mutual exchange between the things. Always remember there are some technical terms like bounce rate. How many people have actually read your blog? How many people have actually gone for have just seen your blogs and gone back? So this is counted as bounce rate in digital terminology. So if you have more bounce rate, so then your site will be scammed and your quality will get deteriorated. SEO, you should always remember, try to bring more and more organic content, try to bring quality content, so that your SEO will always improve. Try to get an updated website for quality score. Quality content is very important, very, very, very important. If you write quality content, if you write something which is relevant with good authenticity, so blogs are very good way of giving you a credibility, and then your bounce rate will fall down. Your website will improve in its quality score, as well as you will be in the first page of blogging anytime, okay? And you need to select the keywords, common keywords for every of your platforms. Like in my case, I am on Twitter with a name bloggers only. I am on Instagram with a name blogger only, and as well as in Facebook also I have been joined some blogging community. So keyword selection is also very important. You need to have a unique keyword or a single keyword for every of your platform, so that your quality score and the reach to your website will always increase organically or without paying anything. Always remember a digital funnel. As sir has said, I am also saying there is a difference between, so first is impressions. So how many people have actually gone to your website and has basically seen your ad somewhere? So there are majority of times where you have put it up your blog on WhatsApp, so people have seen there. You have put up your blogs on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, so people must have seen there. But how many of are them actually going to your page? So that is something which is called as lead. And how many of them are actually reading your blog? That is something which is called as conversion, real conversion. So digital funnels basically says that if you have 5,000 impressions, so there are chances that only 1,000 will be converted into leads and only 100 will convert into the conversions, or 100 people will also actually go and read your blog. So you must always think of these digital funnels, so that you can share it with n number of people, and the things which we have digitally discussed, like bounce rate, quality score, you must also pay some attention on these things. Using hashtag is very important. Hashtag always gives you meta tags and backlinks to basically improve your blogging or improves your digital reach. But then using some good hashtags are basically very important. You must not use those hashtags, and as well as you need to know about the keyword density. So if your blog is of, say for example, 750 words and you are using 60 keywords, so then your keyword density will deteriorate, and this will not actually improve your reach to the people, but also but basically deteriorate your quality score, and Google will not list you in the top priorities. So you must use hashtag very carefully. 5 to 6 key hashtags or relevant hashtags is very important. And there are some no keywords also which Google don't recommend, like do backlinks and all other things. So these are some of the examples of hashtags which cannot be used. As Sarah said, in Hindi blogging and in any sort of blogging, plagiarism is very important. Always remember, do not copy paste from anywhere. Okay, get a plagiarism check, get a Grammarly check before you basically go for writing anything. So your your blog should not have any sort of plagiarism, or it should not be copied from somewhere. It is just like academic writing. Also remember copyright issues. There are, if you write anybody's blogs, or it comes an image also. When you share any image, any copyright image from Google to your blog, so it might come with a copyright issue. So always remember that there are some copyright issues for using the image and for using content. So try to be original. Try not to be plagiarized with the things. Okay, avoid plagiarism, avoid copywriting issues, because it will lead to blocking of your site, and then your blog generally can stop anywhere. Okay, have a better grip on language. This is also very important. Write the things which have which you know, or which you are comfortable in. So whether it is Bengali, whether it is Hindi, any other language, any regional language you are writing, even you are writing in English, have a better grip on the language. This is very important, particularly in case of blogging and content writing. If you have a better grip, so then people, particularly international audience and majority of youth, they give particular reference to your blogging content and your language part also, that how good words and what are the technical things which you are using. Be simple, but have a better grip on language. Be ethical in writing. Give due credits to everyone who is basically from where you have taken the ideas from. Like in my case, I have written a blog on Ramayana. So I have written it that this blog is being inspired by the Ramayana written by Tulsidas ji in Ramcharitmanas. So be ethical. If you are taking an inspiration from a famous poet or from any writer, or if you are quoting someone, so then write that this quote is by this particular writer, or this quote is by this particular person, or a poem, this blog is inspired by this particular article which I have read from somewhere. So this gives you an authenticity, an ethical behavior, and this authenticity will always help you out in making yourself a good blogger in longer term. Okay. In blogging, these all things are basically not very much looked upon. But then again, if you want to be a good blogger and a good content writer, please avoid plagiarism, please avoid copyright issues, please have a better grip on language. Your quality content will always lead you to better AdSense approvals, will always lead you to better content, and it will help you out in reaching n number of people. So this is my suggestion for effective blogging.
All right. Thank you, sir, for this crisp presentation. Like, we can definitely see, to have a quality vlogging, there are a number of parameters, right? And of course, this expertise, these expertise comes with an experience, right? First time pe nahi ho payega. But important is to have a start, you have to start, right? So moving on further, my next question is related to the, career opportunities, and I want both the speakers to throw some light on this. is vlogging really a good career in India, especially for the youth? Like, what are the career opportunities in India as a vlogger? We can start with Paramveer sir.
थैंक यू विकास। देखिए एज एन अगर जब अभी मैंने मेंशन किया था कि अगर डिजिटल मार्केटिंग फील्ड में देखा जाए तो कंटेंट इज द बैकबोन ऑफ डिजिटल मार्केटिंग। अगर आपने लास्ट 2 to 3 इयर्स में जब से 4G पेनिट्रेशन हुआ और एकदम बूस्ट हो गया इंटरनेट का, तो अगर आप वहाँ देखेंगे तो सबसे ज़्यादा जो ग्रोथ आई है वो ग्रोथ आई है आपकी ब्लॉगिंग के अंदर और वीडियो यूट्यूब के ऊपर, तो वीडियो प्रोडक्शंस के ऊपर जिसको हम व्लॉगिंग बोलते हैं। और धीरे धीरे यहाँ पर पॉडकास्टिंग भी जो है वो नेक्स्ट लेवल ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी बनती जा रही है। सेकेंड थिंग, इसको अपॉर्चुनिटी की तरह लेके चले, करियर के फॉर्मेट में लेके चले, बिकॉज हर बिजनेस को अपने आप को प्रमोट करने के लिए कंटेंट की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, और उस कंटेंट रिक्वायरमेंट को फुलफिलमेंट करने के लिए जैसा अभी सर ने बोला कि विल हैव टू ऑलवेज हैव यूनिक कंटेंट, ओरिजिनल कंटेंट, वी कांट कॉपी एंड पेस्ट, ठीक है। एंड एज फार एज इट इज कंसर्न विद द ब्रांड्स कांट डू इट, इवन इफ दे वांट इट दे कांट डू इट, that will actually damage their reputation. तो मेरे को क्या करना पड़ेगा, ओरिजिनल कंटेंट प्रोडक्शन करने के लिए मेरे को बहुत सारी मैन पावर की रिक्वायरमेंट है। एंड अगर मैं देखूं डेली बेसिस पर जितना मैंने अभी बताया था कि अगर मैं स्टार्टिंग की बात करता हूं तो जितना कंटेंट हम एक साल में अभी प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं उतना हमने लास्ट 50 ईयर्स में नहीं प्रोड्यूस किया। जितना हम पर ईयर अभी पब्लिश कर रहे हैं, तो इतना आप कंटेंट प्रोडक्शन की अपॉर्चुनिटीज देखें बहुत सारी आ जाती है। नाउ since this is again ongoing job, like requirement is ongoing, as the sales requirement कभी भी खत्म नहीं हो सकती, मार्केटिंग कभी खत्म नहीं हो सकती, जब तक बिजनेस चलेगा तब तक रिक्वायरमेंट रहेगी। इन अ सेम वे जब तक आपका मार्केटिंग है तब तक कम्युनिकेशन है, जब तक कम्युनिकेशन है यू विल हैव टू प्रोड्यूस सम कंटेंट। तो अगर मैं अपॉर्चुनिटीज की बात करूं तो अपॉर्चुनिटीज बहुत बिगिनिंग लेवल से भी स्टार्ट होती है। इवन द 12th क्लास स्टूडेंट एंड 7th एंड 10th क्लास स्टूडेंट कैन एक्चुअली ग्रैब दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी एज अ राइटर ऑफ देयर इंटरेस्ट। सेकंड थिंग, इसको मैं हॉबी की तरह भी ले सकता हूँ, और अगर मैं नेक्स्ट लेवल लेके जाऊंगा तो कंपनीज आर ऑफरिंग अ वेरी गुड अमाउंट, हैंडसम अमाउंट ऑफ अर्निंग इफ यू आर अ एसईओ कॉपीराइटर और यू आर अ कॉपीराइटर फॉर मार्केटिंग, और या फिर आप बेसिकली कुछ टेक्निकल राइटिंग करते हैं। से अगर सपोज मेरा बैकग्राउंड जो है, जैसा आपने बताया बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट अलग अलग बैकग्राउंड्स के हैं, तो अगर मेरा टेक्निकल बैकग्राउंड है तो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ कंपनीज जो मेरे को ऑटोमोबाइल के लिए राइटिंग के लिए हायर करना चाहती हैं। देयर आर लॉट ऑफ कंपनीज जो उनके प्रोडक्ट को से ज्वेलरी सेगमेंट में है तो उसके लिए भी वो फैशन सेगमेंट के लिए राइटिंग चाहती हैं। तो मैं अगर इसकी करियर की बात करूं तो 2 तरीके का करियर इसमें मेजर आता है। एक है डायरेक्ट जॉब्स एंड सेकंड इज फ्रीलांसिंग, एंड थर्ड आता है एज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर। आप खुद के ब्लॉगर बन सकते हैं, व्लॉगर बन सकते हैं, यू कैन मिंट मनी लाइक एनीथिंग, किसी लेवल पर भी आप पैसा अर्न कर सकते हैं। और अगर मैं बिल्कुल बिगनिंग में जॉब की बात करूंगा तो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ कंपनीज विच आर पेइंग handsome amount, even starting from very less package of say 15,000 rupees for a beginner to they are actually offering 7 lakh to 15 lakh rupees per annum भी content writers को offer किया जा रहा है। तो it all depends upon कि आपका नीश क्या है, आपका एक्सपर्टीज क्या है, और फिर उसके बाद में आप अपने आप को कितना एक्सप्लोर करते हो। तो इसको लैडर को अगर आपके पास में कोई कन्वेंशनल तरीका नहीं है प्रोग्रेस करने के लिए तो आप 3 स्टेप में ले सकते हैं। नंबर 1, स्टार्ट विद योर ओन ब्लॉग एंड स्टार्ट फ्रीलांसिंग। देन एक्सप्लोर एंड एक्सपर्टाइज आइडेंटिफाई करें आपका नीश कौन सा है, देन फोकस ऑन दैट नीश ओनली सो दैट यू कैन गेट मोर अपॉर्चुनिटीज अवे। फाइन। और अगर साथ में इसको आप फ्लेयर को ऐड करना चाहते हैं, there is one of my student, he is actually a copywriter and he charges double and triple price from the market. Why? Because not that content he is writing, but actually he is good at SEO copywriting. He knows how to identify the audience, he knows how to identify the keywords, and he knows how to actually write the content which is targeting that audience, and that content we call it rankable SEO copywriting. तो अगर आपका कंटेंट आप जो भी लिखते हैं, जैसे अभी आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा था, देयर शुड बी लॉन्ग फॉर्म ऑफ कंटेंट होना चाहिए या शॉर्ट फॉर्म ऑफ कंटेंट होना चाहिए, क्वालिटी मैटर करता है, क्वांटिटी मैटर करता है, इट ऑल डिपेंड्स अपॉन द इंडस्ट्री टू इंडस्ट्री। Say if you are writing for say educational guides, say you want to write how to start blogging, so you need a detailed guide. But actually if you are actually writing for news industry, then you don't need long depth articles. तो नॉन डेटेड कंटेंट और डेटेड कंटेंट का डिफरेंस आएगा। तो देयर आर डिफरेंट फॉर्मेट्स ऑफ कंटेंट, उसको लेकर हम लोग एक्चुअली ये डिसाइड करते हैं मुझे कैसा कंटेंट लिखना है. इफ यू नो हाउ टू राइट एन रैंकेबल कॉपी, सेलेबल कॉपी, तो आप ये मान के चलिए कि आप कुछ भी चार्ज कर सकते हैं. देयर आर पीपल जिसको हम बोलते हैं CRO, जो कन्वर्जन रेट एक्सपर्ट्स होते हैं. दे आर गुड कॉपी राइटर्स ऑलरेडी. वो लैंडिंग पेजेस के कंटेंट बनाते हैं, एंड वो एक लैंडिंग पेज का कंटेंट बनाने के लिए दे माइट चार्ज 10,000 to 20,000 रुपीज फॉर अ सिंगल पेज कंटेंट. तो देर आर लॉट ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज अवेलेबल. इट ऑल डिपेंड्स कि हम उसको कैसे अपने आप को स्किल सेट को एक्सप्लोर करते हुए आगे चल रहे हैं.
Right. Very well said, sir. Jitendra sir, as a Hindi blogger, what do you think? What are your views on the careers in it?
So blogging and content writing is a very wide field, and if you see the industry dynamics, so as sir has said, now it is changing. Basically, previously we used to have field experts in marketing. We need to have a guy, because I have been associated with academics, and I see very closely the placements which are going on in the colleges and all other places. So I just second the thought of what sir has said, that this blogging and content writing basically are now a new skills which are basically being seen by the companies. Now companies don't want you to go to the field and interact personally with the customers, but they want your content to be so crisp and so solid that customers do come to you. There is a term which is called as push marketing, which was previously used, and now with this all content, basically now company try to make customers come to them. So if your content is very quality driven, so then you basically have a good opportunity. As well as if you see the type of placement which the students are getting right now, so they are more diverted toward digital industries. They are more diverted towards the content which is basically there. As well as for youth, I can say that blogging is something which they can always explore to. If you read some particular area, or if you find yourself good in any sort of technical or non-technical area, so you can basically come up with this. You can also use Instagram for this. So there is one site called as yourcode.com, where you can write your own short stories, and there are a number of my students also who basically are the Instagram bloggers. Okay. So this is basically an area. If you are a good photographer, so you can basically start up your own Instagram page and then start getting more and more contacts, and then you can basically get all these things. As far as career opportunities in blogging concerned, blogging is itself a area, or is itself a area wherein you can explore more on your own content, your own blogging skills, and you can start earning. Okay. Later on, Google will also give you an AdSense certificate, and you can also start earning from there also. Okay. And seeing your quality content, there are chances that you will get a number of freelancing opportunities. For college student, I will just say that they can take the help of their institute, where they can write on their websites, or every college should have a blogging page for the students where they can express their views and thoughts on. This adds up to their resumes, and when the company will come, so they can say that I am a professional blogger for my college site. Maybe at a very lower level, and I don't have that much audience, but that still I write for these many people, and these are my quality content. So this is something which is an area. You can also research for yourself that what are the different companies' requirement, what are the areas in which the people are writing, what are the various areas in which you can write also. If you are a movie buff also, and you you watch a movie every day, or for example, if you are critical in analyzing any movie, so you can also start up writing on movie critics or anything. And there are chances that there are some companies which are basically working on these types of contents only. BuzzFeed is one example, and majority of other companies which are basically seeing the youth, particularly millennials, in these areas. And there are one more thing which, because I do interact with millennials, so people have this type of concept that millennials don't read and write. They basically read majority of things nowadays, and the things are very easy nowadays. Previously we need to buy a physical book and then go to a market, and then now there are Audible books, there are Kindle, there are majority of other tools through which you can basically start reading and then writing also. So blogging is one area where you can explore your career into, and there are a number of opportunities. And content writer, as far as that, content writer is the highest salary getter in the industry of digital, because it is his content which is then being presented to the audience. So if your content is damn good, so you will want to get a good views on YouTube, you will want to get a good views on Facebook or through LinkedIn and any other things. Okay, as well as there are some professional writers who writes blogs for professional firms, and they can also write for for a career advising firm, or for if you want to get your resume being made, or if you need some career advice, so you can basically start writing on that also. So these are some of the areas where youth can explore themselves in content writing. This is a wide opportunity, and this is also a very unexplored area till date. So you must start writing, as well as so it is like in Hindi blogging, you can also have a bigger panorama of people to reach to. There are majority of people who understand and read still in Hindi, so they can read, you can always reach to them, and this will give you a chance to become and this only not just gives you an online opportunity, but then it will also open up your gate for consultancy assignments and training opportunities offline also. So this is one area where youth can explore themselves. This is my
one more point I would like to add, that if the students who are actually beginners, they want to just start and explore, I would suggest them to go for virtual internships.
Right.
Go for the virtual internships, whether it is with some small firms. There are a lot of firms available, and you can find them from many portals, like kind of Internshala kind of platforms, where Let's Intern kind of platform, where virtual internship opportunities are available. Since you are also get paid for what work you are doing, so it also creates your interest. Because जब मैं खुद का ब्लॉग चालू करता हूँ तो I get nothing, है ना, इनिशियली मुझे कुछ पे आउट नहीं मिलता, तो कई बार क्या होता है, मेरा मोटिवेशन बहुत जल्दी डाउन होता है ना। लेकिन अगर सपोज आई एम गोइंग फॉर द वर्चुअल इंटर्नशिप, देन आई माइट गेट पेड नॉट वेरी हैंडसम अमाउंट, बट फॉर द सम अमाउंट जो एज एन स्टाइफंड मेरे को मिल सकता है, वो मेरे को हमेशा मोटिवेट करेगा बेटर करने के लिए। तो यू कैन ऑल्सो एक्सप्लोर योर सेल्फ कि मेरे को कंटेंट राइटिंग में जाना चाहिए या नहीं जाना चाहिए। उसके लिए सबसे अच्छा तरीका है, फॉर 1 क्वार्टर गो फॉर वर्चुअल इंटर्नशिप, एटलीस्ट 3 to 4 आवर्स डेली बेसिस पर आप राइटिंग कीजिए, जिसको इवेल्युएट करने के लिए कंपनी आपको बताएगी कि आपके लिए, उनके लिए वो कंटेंट एक्सेप्टेबल है या नहीं है, सो दैट आपका इवेल्युएशन फ्री हो रहा है। साथ साथ में इफ योर कंटेंट इज गेटिंग पब्लिश समवेयर, यू गेट द लाइव लिंक्स फॉर रेफरेंसेस, एज अलॉन्ग विद दैट यू गेट पेड फॉर इट। तो वो आपका मोटिवेशन हमेशा बना रहता है। तो इफ यू आर अ फ्रेशर, anyone who is actually listening this, if they are fresher, they want to get into this content writing, I would suggest try and find out some virtual internships.
Right. So as Jitendra said, ki there should be a portal for student, like they can submit their blogs, right? Paramveer sir said you can also go for internship plan. I just wanted to share this with you that at Amity University Jaipur, we do have a university digital club, where actually a student of 5 to 8 student, they used to generate a content for the social media platform, be it of Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and Quora, and website too. And to be honest, we have a team of 5 to 8 students, having a different roles and responsibilities. They're getting paid every month as a stipend just for a motivation purpose. We have a content writer who used to write the blogs and articles on different campuses, activities. We have a one video come photographer who used to cover all the events. We have a one video editor. We have a one designer, right. And this is how we give practical training to the students before landing them into a real world, right? It is very important to have an internship. It is very important to have exposure in the field they're having. So this is what we do at Amity University Jaipur. Moving on further, right, so now we all know how to start
I
blogging.
just want to second your thought, Vikas.
Right.
Sorry to interrupt you in between.
Sure,
Your thought as well as Paramveer sir's thought. You must start internship in a small firm where you will get X number of exposure, because the workforce is always less and you have bigger tasks to come. and to accomplish. So the learning there is much more than going in a very technical or very big content writing firm where your job is very specific to maybe to write a particular thing in a particular area only. Okay, so you must start this, as well as blogging will also gives you an external international exposure. Like in my case, I have some blogging friends from Nigeria, from Afghanistan, even from Pakistan. I have some friends from Egypt who basically read my blogs, I read their blogs. So there is a translator which is there in every blogging page, which translate your blogs into the language which they are comfortable. So you need to have, so this is something which blogging and a content writing, this type of exposure is being given. And I appreciate the effort which is put it in YY or universities by making a content writing page or by making a dedicated digital page for the student to share in, because their thoughts are very thought-provoking, very dynamic, which basically matches up with the tunes of millennials which we are dealing right now. So this is my best wishes for you.
Thank you, sir. Moving on, so now we all know how to start blogging, right? How to write a quality content, what are the career opportunities, etc. Right? So now let's talk about the future of content writing and blogging. Paramveer sir, I would like to ask you a question: where you see a content writing and blogging after 5 years?
विकास, इन माय व्यू ये तो अभी शुरू हुआ है.
Right. Okay. All right.
हाँ, तो अगर मैं बात करूँ कि 5 years to 10 years, तो ये अभी एक्सपोनेंशियल ग्रोथ लेने वाला है. One more thing is going to open, that is a format of content different format of content will be required because of the penetration of this 5G launching. तो ज़्यादातर मेरा टेक्स्ट कंटेंट जो होगा वो विजुअल और ऑडियो कंटेंट में ज़्यादा एक्सेप्टेबल होगा. Because people want to consume it more fast, more quickly through rather than that text content. ऑल्दो टेक्स्ट कंटेंट का कहीं भी, क्योंकि गूगल सर्च अभी बंद नहीं होने वाला है, तो गूगल सर्च में जब देखें तो फर्स्ट नंबर पे है गूगल सर्च और सेकंड सर्च इंजन यूट्यूब है.
राइट सर.
अगर सर्च इंजन की बात करें तो सेकंड यूट्यूब है. तो और वो बहुत तेजी से ग्रो कर रहा है. मैं आपको 2018 की एक गूगल की रिपोर्ट बताता हूँ जो इंडिया एशिया के ऊपर बनाई गई थी. एंड दैट रिपोर्ट सेज दैट 600% पर ईयर ग्रोथ हो रही है वर्नाकुलर लैंग्वेजेस की, रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस की पेनिट्रेशन की, और मोर देन 400% पर ईयर ग्रोथ हो रही है यूट्यूब की. तो आप अगर फ्यूचर में अगर हम देखें तो आपके पास में टेक्स्ट का कंटेंट की रिक्वायरमेंट कम नहीं होने वाली है, अलॉन्ग विद आपको पॉडकास्टिंग, ऑडियो कंटेंट और आपके वीडियो कंटेंट का जो रिक्वायरमेंट है वो तेजी से बढ़ने वाला है. तो अभी तो ये चीजें शुरू हुई हैं. वी आर द कंट्री ऑफ 1.5 बिलियन पीपल राइट नाउ, और तो अपॉर्चुनिटीज अभी बहुत सारी है, और अभी पेनिट्रेशन जो है इंटरनेट का बहुत अभी बढ़ने वाला है. तो आप ये बात के चलिए वो अपॉर्चुनिटीज जो किसी के पास कभी नहीं थी, वो अपॉर्चुनिटीज अब मेरे छोटे टाउन्स और छोटे सिटीज के उन लोगों स्टूडेंट्स के पास में भी पहुंचने वाला है, जो कि हाई स्किल्ड पीपल नहीं माने जाते, लेकिन वो अगर एवरेज स्किल्ड है तो भी वो बेसिकली कंटेंट के अंदर और ब्लॉगिंग के थ्रू अपने करियर को बिल्ड कर सकते हैं. क्योंकि ब्लॉगिंग इज इंडिपेंडेंटली इज नॉट अ करियर. ऐसे देखें, ब्लॉगिंग के थ्रू रेवेन्यू सोर्सेज के बहुत सारे मेथड्स एसोसिएट होते हैं, वेदर इट इज एफिलिएट मार्केटिंग, वेदर सेलिंग योर प्रोडक्ट्स, जनरेटिंग लीड्स, स्केलिंग करना है, मेरे को ट्रैफिक लेकर आना है, एड्स के थ्रू अर्निंग करनी है, या फिर मेरे को इवन स्पीकिंग अपॉर्चुनिटीज बिल्ड करनी है, मेरे को खुद की मेरी बुक लॉन्च करनी है, मेरा यूट्यूब लॉन्च करना है. इन सब के लिए मेरे पास में कंटेंट इज द बेस. तो अगर कोई भी कैंडिडेट अगर कंटेंट में जा रहा है तो आप 5 to 10 years आप सोचिए कि एक्सपोनेंशियल ग्रोथ होने वाली है, ये कहीं पर रिड्यूस होने वाला है ही नहीं. फाइन.
Right, sir. So I think time is a really constraint here, and I would like to conclude this whole webinar. I would like to ask both the speaker. I would start with Jitendra Patel, sir. Sir, any two must-have skills that any good content writer needs to have in 2021?
So if you see the consuming pattern of the consumers now, so we have basically shifted from the offline news to online news which Google provide us. We have shifted from radio shows to podcast, which basically gives us a crisp information. So, this blogging and content writing, as sir has said, I also second the thought of this. This is going to be increasing manifold in coming years, and blogs are always considered to be an authentic source of information and a very credible source of information. So if you write for any particularly when we want to search a particular product. So we basically see the blogs or the reviews which the company gives. If you become yourself a good blogger, so then you can also go for affiliate. So the two must-have skills is be original as far as possible. Try to grow in your area itself so that you can get more and more affiliates on the things, as well as in Hindi blogging, because there are a number of multinational companies which are coming now in India, and they are still working very fast and they are growing their business very fast. So they need someone who can communicate in their own language. So if you have a better grip on a particular language which is more spoken in every part of India, so you can also write the content for them. So this basically goes like previously when there was this BPO jump in industry, and people from outside, they want Hindi BPO speaker. So same is the case with Hindi bloggers and Hindi content writer also. So this is one area where you can explore yourself into. So the two must-have skills are be original, be more authentic, so that you can also help your community to grow in faster, as well as try to be specific in the knowledge area where you are working, or in the domain which you are working. So it can be any domain, so that you can become an expert in that, and then you can earn majority of things from affiliates and any other things. So, and you can also get hired by a company for their content writing page.
Right, sir. So Paramveer sir, two must-have skills in 2021.
Look, because the demand of the content is more in the marketing segment. So apart from the basic writing skills, two skills which I think of should everyone should focus on it. Number one, they must study consumer behavior,
Right.
so that they could understand properly the content funneling, and actually they could actually match to the context of the content whatever they are writing. Number second skill is SEO skill. Because if your content cannot perform, you can't research the keywords. If you can't understand which keyword will perform, then you won't be able to get your content exposure through any kind of medium. बिकॉज जब मैं कीवर्ड्स की एसईओ की बात करता हूँ तो इन दैट केस अगर मुझे सोशल मीडिया पर परफॉर्म करना है तो हैशटैग्स स्टडी करना है, या फिर मेरे जो कीवर्ड्स की रिसर्च करनी है, या फिर मेरे को माइंड मैपिंग करनी है फॉर द कंटेंट, सो दैट मैं फ्लो ऑफ कंटेंट लेकर आ सकूँ और यूजर्स को मेरे गोल तक लेके जा सकूँ. तो two must have skills which everyone should study. I would say go for SEO study, and second thing consumer behavior. बिकॉज ये मार्केटिंग में हम सब लोगों ने पढ़ा है, लेकिन तब पेपर पास कर लेने के लिए पढ़ा था, लेकिन अब इसको करियर बनाने के लिए पढ़ना चाहिए.
Right. So we have a few questions from our attendees, right? So I think Paramveer sir, Jitendra sir, you can see the questions, right?
Yeah.
The first question is from Tarun Vairagi. What are the best topics for blogging? Anyone sir would like to answer?
देखिए, बेस्ट टॉपिक्स फॉर ब्लॉगिंग इज एक्चुअली दो पैरामीटर्स है अगर आप चूज करेंगे. नंबर वन पैरामीटर इज वेदर यू अंडरस्टैंड that particular field or not, because blogging is not just aggregating of content. You must understand the content, you must understand it. Because अगर मैं आज विकास को बोलता हूँ और विकास का फाइनेंस का बैकग्राउंड अगर नहीं है, विकास को बोलता हूँ विकास फाइनेंस के ब्लॉग्स में बहुत अर्निंग है, ठीक है, आप उसमें फाइनेंस में लिखो तो विकास के लिए कंप्लीटली नई डिग्री लेने जैसा हो जाएगा. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट तो आई हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि मेरा जो एरिया ऑफ इंटरेस्ट एंड मेरा एरिया ऑफ एक्सपर्टाइज कहाँ है. नंबर सेकंड, मुझे ये देखना है जिस फील्ड को मैं चूज कर रहा हूँ फॉर ब्लॉगिंग फॉर मोनेटाइजिंग पर्पस, किसी भी फॉर्मेट में, मुझे ये देखना है उससे एसोसिएटेड कमर्शियल प्रोडक्ट्स हैं या नहीं. अगर है तो उसमें एडवर्टाइजिंग एक्सपेंसेस कितना है. से फॉर एग्जांपल मैं फन टॉपिक के ऊपर लिखना चाहता हूँ तो वहाँ पर ऑडियंसेस बहुत है, लेकिन अगर सपोज मैं वहाँ पर देखूंगा कि मेरे पास में एडवर्टाइजर्स कितने हैं तो मुझे रेडी एडवर्टाइजर्स नहीं मिलेंगे. लेकिन उसी की जगह आप टैग के ऊपर लिखोगे, गजेट्स के ऊपर लिखोगे, फाइनेंस में लिखोगे, ब्यूटी पे लिखेंगे, हेल्थ के ऊपर लिखेंगे, तो दीज आर दोज निशेस जहाँ पर एडवर्टाइजर्स ऑलरेडी पैसा स्पेंड कर रहे हैं. और एक हिडन सीक्रेट और बताता हूँ मैं आपको, बहुत सारे लोगों को नहीं मालूम जो ब्लॉगिंग के थ्रू अर्निंग करते हैं. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ सोर्सेज थ्रू अर्निंग, जो अर्निंग लोग ब्लॉगिंग में जानते हैं. देयर इज वन थिंग विच पेज अ लॉट टू द राइटर्स, वो है स्पॉन्सर्ड पोस्ट.
Right.
whether you get a traffic or not doesn't matter. अगर आपके पास में 2000 का भी ट्रैफिक है और अगर आप स्पॉन्सर्ड पोस्ट के आपका अगर कंटेंट जो है वो किसी ऐसे नीश को बिलोंग करता है जिसमें एडवर्टाइजर्स पे करना चाहते हैं, तो वो स्पॉन्सर्ड पोस्ट से आपको एक हैंडसम अमाउंट पे कर सकते हैं. यू इवन चार्ज $100 to $200 फॉर वन सिंगल पोस्ट. और अगर आप महीने में 4 या 5 पोस्ट करते हैं, बस प्रोवाइडेड दैट आपके पास में नीश ओरिएंटेड ट्रैफिक होना चाहिए. तो अगर आप मुझसे टॉपिक्स पूछेंगे तो these are the two criterias only.
All right,
First,
sir.
Okay, I just second the thoughts of what sir has said. I will just say that first of all you need to, जैसे sir ने भी कहा कि you have to develop your niche, okay, and the best way of developing a niche is to see your interest and then to explore that particular things. Like if you want to write on digital marketing per se, so you need to must understand that what are the different books where you can get a quality content, and you have to read the things before basically get into these things. Okay. Secondly, you must have your goal set up in your mind that whatever you are writing or which topic you are writing, so you must not deviate from that particular topic. Like one day you are writing on a contemporary topic and then again another day you are writing on sports and any other thing. So you must basically have a goal set up that I will only stop when I will complete this many blocks on this particular field, or this many blocks on these things. So there are different areas, like sports is one area, like healthcare is one area, nutrition and diet plans. These are some of the areas which are readily being paid by the audience. As well as you must also see, as sir has also said, you must also see what is your plan of blogging. Do you want to monetize that particular blogging and want to get some handsome amount of money out of that blogging? So then the area is very important, because if you write on that particular area and then sharing it on different portals and platforms is again important. So healthcare, automobiles, maybe spirituality and fitness products, sportswear, unboxing things, even career counseling and all other things. These are the areas where you can basically write on, and you can get a sponsored post or a sponsored things. You can also go for affiliate market, but you need to have your goal set up in your mind that this is one area where I will write, and these many are the blocks which I will write, then I will stop. So I have seen majority of youth, they write very good, but then they write only 5 or 6 content on that, and then they stop their journey then and there. Okay, so you must not stop till you complete your 100 blog journey, so that you can get a good firm in the market, and your name is being known to different people that yes, you write on this particular content and you are the right person to reach for these things. So this is my advice to all.
So the next question we have is from Vinod Tejwani, sir. I think we have already answered this question, like, how fresher can start their career in digital marketing, PR agency, content writing. They can always go for a internship. They can always have a freelancing, a blogging website. Moving on to next question. The next question is from Rituraj Singh Naruka. The question is how to select the niche of blogging, and how can I defeat the big players who are already at the top position in my selected keywords? Paramveer sir, your thoughts?
Yeah, look, actually, पहले बात niche selection पे already we have answered कि
Right.
सबसे पहले तो आपको 2 स्टेप प्रोसेस करना है. एरिया ऑफ इंटरेस्ट एंड एक्सपर्टीज अपनी आइडेंटिफाई कीजिए, और साथ ही ये देखिए कि उस फील्ड के अंदर एडवर्टाइजर्स अवेलेबल हैं या नहीं, पोटेंशियल कितना है. ठीक है. सेकेंड है हाउ कैन वी बीट द बिग प्लेयर्स. गूगल में एक अच्छी बात यह है कि गूगल का पूरा सिस्टम जो है वो डेमोक्रेटिक है ना, इसको कोई डोमिनेट नहीं कर रहा. दैट्स अ गुड थिंग एंड दिस इज द गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर अस, ऑल ऑफ अस. फर्स्ट विल हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि गूगल को क्या रिक्वायर्ड है. तो गूगल के जो कंटेंट आप जब भी प्रोड्यूस करते हो तो गूगल 2 पॉइंटर्स बोलता है. वन इज द क्वालिटी कंटेंट एंड सेकंड वन इज योर ओरिजिनल कंटेंट. The people think of that original content is which is actually never being written. No, it's not that. जो भी कंटेंट आप प्रोड्यूस करते हो उसके 3 पार्ट होते हैं. आई कॉल इट सैप रूल. SEP, SAP rule. SAP rule as substance, S stands for substance. So whatever information, actually if I'm coming to your blog, I'm coming for not for your language, I'm coming for the knowledge you are actually going to give me. Okay, whatever language you are using, whether that is a very fantastic language or it is a very basic language, but if it is, your blog is able to deliver me the content which actually I'm looking for, information and knowledge, then if the substance is good, then it is good quality content. Number E is expression. Expression means is your writing tone, style of writing. It should be very simple. Since behind we are not actually writing for a specific audience, we are writing for masses. This kind of mass communication. When you are actually going for the masses, you have to use very simple language so that everybody who is reading from the, whether they are native English speakers or they are not, और अगर मैं उसमें लिख रहा हूँ तो इंग्लिश में भी लिख रहा हूँ तो मेरे को बहुत सिंपल लैंग्वेज यूज करनी so that we call it fifth if the fifth standard can student can understand your language, it's wonderful. And third is P is presentation, because nobody reads your content on first go. Whether you are writing for 1,000 word guide or 5,000 word guide or 500 word, nobody reads in first go. They just scan it. They just go through your page, they just scan it, and if after scanning they find it useful, then only they stay and read it. So presentation is very important, where we'll have to make the content scannable. और जब मैं इन सबको फॉलो करता हूँ, देयर इज एन रूल जिसको हम गूगल की लैंग्वेज में बोलते हैं ईट रूल. गूगल बोलता है कि आई वांट टू रैंक ओनली द कंटेंट व्हिच फॉलोज द ईट रूल. EAT. E is expertise. That is, your content must have the in-depth knowledge of that particular topic. After reading that, it should be exhaustive. After reading that, user should not think of कि मुझे कुछ और चाहिए. That is E. A for it should be authoritative. Authoritativity, to become an authority, your content must be recommended by many different websites. That is, we call it backlinks. तो जितने ज़्यादा हाई अथॉरिटी वेबसाइट्स आपके कंटेंट को रिकमेंड करना शुरू कर देंगे, बैकलिंक्स देना शुरू करेंगे, तो वहाँ से आपकी अथॉरिटी क्रिएट होती है. एंड टी इज ट्रस्ट वर्दीनेस. ट्रस्ट वर्दीनेस इज वेदर वट एवर कंटेंट यू आर राइटिंग, यू हैव नॉट प्रोड्यूस इट योर सेल्फ, राइट. बिकॉज अगर मैं आपसे बोलता हूँ कि आपको बेनिफिट्स ऑफ ABC लिखना है, तो यू आर नॉट से मैं हेल्थ डॉक्टर, मैं हेल्थ के ऊपर लिख रहा हूँ और आपको बोलता हूँ बेनिफिट्स ऑफ योगा, तो वो जो भी कंटेंट है वो मैंने प्रोड्यूस नहीं किया है. वो मैंने क्या किया है, मैंने स्टडी किया है, स्टडी करके उसको एग्रीगेट करके रिप्रोड्यूस किया है. तो इसका मतलब आई वुड हैव टेकन सम रेफरेंसेस. जैसे जितेंद्र सर ने कहा था, जहाँ से भी मैं कंटेंट लूंगा मैं उसका रेफरेंस दूंगा. तो जब मैं रेफरेंस ऐड करता हूँ, वो रेफरेंस हाई अथॉरिटेटिव प्लेटफॉर्म से होता है, तो वो मेरे कंटेंट में ट्रस्ट ऐड करता है. बिकॉज हम जो भी कंटेंट में बात बोलेंगे उसमें ट्रस्ट होगा. अगर ये चीज़ें मेरे कंटेंट में हैं तो गूगल रेडीली मुझे उस कंटेंट पर उस कीवर्ड पे पिक कर लेगा. लेकिन अगर मुझे डोमिनेट करना है हाई अथॉरिटी के, तो मुझे क्वालिटी पे ध्यान देना है, मुझे क्वांटिटी पे ध्यान नहीं देना है. जो विकास ने पहले क्वेश्चन पूछा था एक, तो मेरे को क्वांटिटी पे नहीं जाना, मुझे क्वालिटी पे जाना है. आई हैव सीन द ब्लॉग्स हैविंग 10,000 blog published but even don't have 100 traffic per day. And I have seen the blogs which have only 38 blogs and they are having more than 10,000 traffic per day. तो इट डजेंट मैटर, क्योंकि अगर आपका एक आर्टिकल भी रैंक, आपको वो नेक्स्ट लेवल ट्रैफिक दे सकता है. द सेम स्ट्रैटेजी वी फॉलो विद आवर क्लाइंट्स ऑल्सो. कि मेरा कोई क्लाइंट है, उसके लिए मुझे बिजनेस ब्लॉगिंग करने, तो वी ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट कि कौन सा कंटेंट ऐसा होगा जो परफॉर्मेंस में अच्छा जाएगा और साथ साथ में जो मेरे ऑडियंस मेरे क्लाइंट के लिए कस्टमर्स लेकर आएगा. यानी कि ब्ला कंटेंट नहीं, दैट इज यूजर फोकस्ड कंटेंट. और उसमें किस में मेरे पास में कीवर्ड डिमांड है, हम उस पर वर्क करते हैं. और उसके वर्क करके जब उसको पुश करते हैं, तो यू वोंट बिलीव कि हम मंथ में 2 ब्लॉग पब्लिश करते हैं और 6 महीने के अंदर 10,000 का ट्रैफिक ड्राइव होने की कंडीशन आ जाती है पर डे. तो दैट कैन बी डन. तो अगर हम इसको इस तरीके से देखें, मुझे आगे अगर वेबसाइट को रैंक कराना है तो मुझे क्वालिटी पर फोकस करना है, SEO के रूल्स अंडरस्टैंड करने पड़ेंगे और अथॉरिटेटिव बनना पड़ेगा.
Thank you so much, sir, for the insights. Jitinder sir, the next question is from Kartikeya Jha. The question is, what do you do to research the target audience? Like, how you decide your target audience?
Yeah. So basically, your target audience is something which is very important, and you need to explore it on a very wider side. First of all, it comes from the area which you are basically think that, as sir has said, that you need to have a niche basically, and that niche is very important. So then again, you need to see that where I am thinking, how many people are basically listening to me when I say about these particular things. and do I have a particular sort of skills wherein I can get these people. You have to also use Google Analytical tool through which you can basically take out some number of people who are actually reading your site. One also way of getting a good backlink, as sir has also said, get referred by different people, so that you can basically get your target audience very firmly. So it all depends on learning continuously. When you start writing, so you will learn continuously that how basically who are basically your target audience are. And like in my area, with my expertise in student handling and with my expertise in academics, I do find that writing on motivations and writing on spirituality basically helps me out in connecting with youth very in a very good way. So this is where I have experienced it myself, and I have experimented it. This is not that had started from the first day itself. Like I have started my blogging journey by writing the articles on my college magazines. Okay, it is a physical articles where the size of audience which are there were very few, but there are some students who have came to my cabin and given me positive feedbacks about that. Then I have started using LinkedIn and Facebook as a portal to write something. But then I find that these are not the very big or a right platform to basically write the things. So target audience is again, as sir has said, that if your content is also a quality driven content, it is something which is user demanded content. So you will basically get those target audience, and it will take you a time to reach to summarize that who are your target audience. And once you get to know your target audience, it is your humble responsibility to be responsive in the site. Okay, so right, like in my case, I see my site every day. I write, I do comments on every good thing which I listen to about. Even if I get any sort of critical comment on my blog, so I do write that I want to improve on these things. So this is where you can basically, so if you are responsive towards the audience who are reading your blog, or who are basically with you, so you will get a number of more people, and this is how basically you can select your target audience. So your target audience basically depends on the area of expertise which you have, and how much, and then you start experimenting that this is an area where I can basically. So in my case, like sir has said, so I have also got now I am also getting some good views on my blog, but earlier it was not the case. So when I have started, so I have started with a very few number of people reading my blog. Then I have studied their pattern, that what type of writings they want, and in my observation, I have seen that writing small blogs which have a 1-2 minute read always helps me out in getting more audience or more targeted audience in my blogging. Because with the algorithm, Google will always tell you before you read a blog that how much minute read it is. And if it is a 10-minute read or 20-minute read, so people will not go and explore that particular blog for 20 minutes. They will go to a YouTube video and watch it to get an idea about that particular thing. But if your content is very quality driven, so you will find your target audience. So a good amount of STP, which is segmentation, targeting, and positioning, is required, and you will get your target audience by experimenting a lot, and then getting a niche out of it.
I think we are running out of time. Paramveer sir, your final conclusion, a very brief conclusion on today's topic, sir.
Okay, fine. If we conclude that, because actually we are here to just to discuss that what blogging and content writing as a career, I would try to would like to suggest everyone जो भी अभी इस session को देख रहे हैं कि just try once, because content is the basic of your marketing. Whether you are working as a content writer or blogger in the future or not, if you want to get into the digital marketing, the understanding of content development should be very clear to you. तो आप जाइए और कुछ कंटेंट को एक्सप्लोर कीजिए कंटेंट राइटिंग के लिए. आप ऑडियंस पर्सोना के बारे में पढ़िए, बायर पर्सोना के बारे में पढ़िए, कंटेंट फनल्स के बारे में स्टडी कीजिए और उसको इम्प्लीमेंट कीजिए. और उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए सबसे बेस्ट तरीका है कि आप कहीं इंटर्नशिप ज्वाइन कीजिए, वर्चुअल इंटर्नशिप, एंड आप अपने करियर को आगे ले जाने के लिए यू मे इवन डिसाइड कि मुझे इस फील्ड में जाना चाहिए या नहीं जाना चाहिए. आपको कंटेंट राइटर नहीं बनना तो भी आई वुड सजेस्ट, अगर आपको मार्केटिंग में जाना है तो आप एटलीस्ट 6 months content writing कीजिए. It will help you a lot.
All right. Jitendra sir, your final verdict, final, a very short, brief one, sir.
So the basic which we see, there is a saying in English that the way to get ahead is get started. So get started in blogging and content writing. Do basically need all these things. Always remember that there is a digital funnel, and the number of impressions, the number of people who are coming to your site and actually converting are pretty much less. So you must always think it in this way. Try to get your niche and try to develop and write and be consistent. This is also very important. You must be consistent. Try to learn each and everything from wherever you are learning, whether it is a small portal or a big portal. This will help you out later on your careers where you when you become an expert in this particular field. So and it will also help you out in getting a job in this particular area. So right, also do read some good books like Building a Brand Story, A Tipping Point. These are the books which can always or Writing Epic Content, yeah, Permission Marketing by Seth Godin. These are some of the books which always helps you out in getting the good quality content, and how to create. Utility is also one of the books. So I have read around 20 books in this particular area before I have begun my journey into blogging. So these are some of my suggestions to the things, and do get started and be consistent. This is also very important. You get started, but you don't be consistent, then there is no use. Then Google will not list you in the SEO and all other things which you are thinking about.
All right, sir. So now, as our Indian education system, realized how important is digital marketing in every aspects. So according to the today's world needs, the Amity University Jaipur also provide a specialization, courses in MBA as a digital marketing. So we almost cover everything, the digital marketing strategies, brand engagement, social media marketing, content marketing, consumer behavior in digital world, etc. And to know more about this program, you can always contact us, visit our website, amity.edu/Jaipur. And I hope everyone have got something out of this webinar today. I would like to thank all the participants, our esteemed guest speakers, Mr. Jitendra Patel sir, Mr. Paramveer Singh Sandhu sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for joining with us today. And for any admission related query, you can always visit our website, amity.edu/Jaipur. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vikas.
Thank you, Vikas, and thanks for giving and exploring this opportunity to us. I wish all the best to Amity University for all the effort which they are putting up in making their student life